Why do they have so much? They have bullets, but they don't have... They don't have... so here, this is how they were minting the coins. This is a private area. Which entry did I use? I think this one. Oh, he disappeared. Uh-huh. Okay, and I think this just brings me back to the entry, right? Right. What about this one? It's more complicated. Ah, it's the other entry. Okay. Uh-huh, so here is where they were doing the entire process. They were clipping the coins and then they were hammering them. I see now. Okay. And this is where they were sleeping. Ugh, awful. This should take me somewhere outside. Nope. It's just a dead end. So I guess I'll have to exit. To use the same exit I used as the entry. I should use the entry as an exit point. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Okay, the soldiers. Since I'm here near a light source, let me read. Actually, let me use this and now read the secret mint ledgers. Aha, Reditus. 4th of May to June. Summa 160. Oh, wait, there's more. Impensio. Metallum, gang metals. Lishka, Fet, Shurek, Forge. Bird metal. Proben, Horschen, Gang, Birds, Kugliak. Calculations. Summa, rested, summa. So about 3000 groschen there, 300 groschen there. Argentum annum, 1403. Uldaricus vavac de novo domo. Aha. Man, 6000 groschen, 700, 800. Know that the future is not fixed or stable, but changes as cause brings forth effect. Look at the cause you bring into being, and surely you will see that everything is an effect. Hermes Trismegistos. Hermes Trismegistos. Evil in Bohemia. Letter for Buresh. Steam Master Buresh, given our good relationship. Oh, this was from Christian of Pisek. It's the letter I gave him. Letter from Vavak. Dear Master Buresh, further to our previous conversation, I must express my satisfaction that the irregularities at the Horschen mines have been taken care of. Let us hope that the difficulties that have been plaguing us for the past few weeks will not repeat. The revenue from our small venture is growing, so I decided to increase your net pay. The payments for the use of the privileges that you enjoy as the owner of the smelter in Grund will remain in the full amount for the time being. I am very busy right now, so we will not be meeting at the usual place at the usual time. Give our dear artists my greetings and make sure they have everything they need. Let Volmar take care of everything. Who's Oh yeah, Volkmar. The one we let run away. Ulrich Wawach von Neuhaus. Hermes Trismegistos. Okay. Okay, I think there are more guards upstairs. I have to see how are we gonna deal with them. Not sure, should I bring the entire operation down on their heads? Apparently they escaped. They woke up and left. Okay. So now we just need to return to Christian. I hope he's not corrupt as well. Otherwise, I'd just rather return to Ruthard.
Quick!
Were we hurt? No, we weren't. But we are hungry. A peach. I like peaches. Horseradish. Health, energy. Anything that gives us proper energy. Smiths. This just gives us. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we stole everything that guy had, gave him a proper thrashing, unveiled the secrets, put an end to the minting operation, to the forging of money. I think that's a successful mission. Oh, what the?
Whoa!
Oh, no, those are wolves. Let them be, let them be. But I feel like I'm not going in the right direction. That's a short. Actually, I think I am.
What's that you got?
Okay, it's a shrine, I see it.
You silly mutt.
Eat something.
What I have for you?
This shrine. No, I'm way too far. Shrine by the road. A newly discovered shrine. Oh, I'm heading towards the Devil's Den. Need to go south. It's almost evening, so that's west. That must be south. Think right? Let me check again. So I think I am here. I should go straight south. Wait a second. I'm dumb. If I go Horsen, southeast. Yeah. There's someone there. Whoa. What you doing, friend? Oh, it's just a herdsman. Okay, I think I'm in the right place. I'd like to wash the blood of from my face. I truly hope Christian is not. I mean, I don't think he is involved. He can't be, right? He can't be. Otherwise, he wouldn't have.
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. And you found this in the secret mint.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, I have to admit, he had it well thought through. Did you have any trouble getting it?
No trouble, I killed the guards.
I had a bit of a disagreement with the guards, so I killed them.
Sacre! Well, I suppose it was to be expected someone would be guarding the secret mint. I hope that's all that happened.
No. That's all.
Thank God! There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean. In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Boresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Boresh.
How did you get it?
I'd rather keep that to myself.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post. And it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people. If you take my meaning?
He is corrupt as well. You want to keep stealing from the king.
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
True. Do the ends justify the means?
Thou shalt not steal?
Listen to what I have to say first. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint. Only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement, and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus, to add to what Master Buresh already gave you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Ruthard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh?
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruthard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
I'm no thief.
This isn't theft, Henry. It's business. A mutually beneficial arrangement that will also help the Lord's efforts to stand up to Sigismund. You understand that, right?
All right. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Excellent. You won't regret it. But don't forget, you can blackmail Vivak with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
All silver mining. The minerals mined in the Kuttenberg belts, primarily galena, sphalerite, and chalcopyrite, were characterized by a low silver content, making its smelting a rather challenging process. Work in the smelters was continuous. Furnaces with open spouts for easier handling of metal were used, or more often, those with closed spouts for better temperature regulation. This refinement process was described in great detail, for instance in Agricola's illustrated work from 1556. The medieval process of silver extraction consisted of 4 stages. Almost every step had to be repeated several times to achieve the desired result. The raw material structure and composition changed from the form of rocks and solidified slag to molten silver with lead impurities, and finally to a solid loaf of pure silver. The primary goal was to remove unwanted impurities and reduce the ore's weight to a minimum. The final phase, silver refining through the addition of a specific amount of pure lead and the separation process, cupellation, was known as far back as antiquity. Silver was melted with lead in a so-called cupellation bowl, where unwanted mixtures of other metals were separated through air oxidation. I have to announce to the guard in front of Ruthard's Parlance that I'm bringing a message for the Lord of the Manor. When Sir Kunzling receives me, I'll tell him about Vivak's fraud and give him the book that confirms everything. Then he'll certainly help me to liberate Sir Hans Capon from the Malashov fortress, as he promised. A copy. Aha, Ecclesiae. Portion miners. Hellenian region. These are just copies. A copy of the ledger. Secret mint ledger. Okay. Letter from Vavak. Yeah. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I can't rob him. Why did I go through all that trouble? I don't know how should I feel about this. Christian of Pisek, and I can't hurt him, nor can I. Thanks for the apple. I guess I'm helping in the fight against Sigismund. Okay. Fine. Let's just say it's alright. Stealing for a noble cause. Okay, Grund, Old Kutna, southeast. Hopefully Ruthard will see us this evening, but I don't think he will. There's another church here. That's the west. This must be southeast. Just a mercenary. Whoa. Bandits? Most likely bandits. No, it's a human. Why can't I get that? I couldn't perform one of the combos. Don't know why, but it doesn't matter anymore. It must be 6 o'clock. I can hear the bells.
Quick!
Ringing all the way from Sedlet's monastery. Okay.
Quick!
I would rather just go home, get a
Easy.
fresh change of clothes, launder my clothes.
Nice and slow.
Can't you see where you're going?
So you can avoid danger.
Hey! You nearly ran into me!
Slow down!
No, I'm going in the wrong direction. Who's that lady? Adleta. Manliha.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Finery and thinks nothing of
These ladies are twins. Out of the way! Out of the way! There's a pig in the middle of the street. I could visit Rutard next thing in the morning, but it's 6 o'clock. I think, yeah, he'll still see us.
Well, now, and just look. Which of us two is the filthy one here, eh?
Okay. Do I have anything on me that I do not need? A guild sword. Do I have anything better than a guild long sword? Guild one, a dueling one. Excalibur. Durandal. Madman. Madman's actually... Okay, the guild... We're gonna retire that one and grab a new one. Hello, Magdalena.
Good to see you.
Fake Excalibur. Peter of Sokodletsky. The Reconaris. Master Manheart. Yeah, we don't need this chest anymore. We can put here the guild sword. Though maybe the guild sword would better look. The executioner. Oh, fine. We'll put it here. The guild sword. Oh, it's dirty. Can I clean it first? Without going down. I hope it's clean now. Yes. And you can see the inscription. Very nice. The guild sword and Master Manheart's longsword. Actually, let's switch places. Okay. Fake Excalibur. Do I have Durandal? No. Absolver. Knight. Madman. I don't have a dueling longsword. Fine, I'm gonna craft one for myself. Sir Valentine and Saint George. This one, I don't need it. So just put it there. Okay. I have a bunch of rings I don't need anymore. And food. And also I got a level up in pole arms. First strike. Those who face you must somehow deal with your first strike or suffer fierce retaliation, and you are not making it easy for them. In every fight, your first attack will be with the polearm weapon will be 35% stronger. Man, as if polearms aren't overpowered yet. With that perk, they're even more overpowered. Okay. Let's drink something strong. Should I drink moonshine? Do I get drunk if I drink moonshine? It gives us a lot of energy. Where's one? Let's drink some moonshine. Let's see if we get drunk. Okay, long swords. A dueling one. Then the madman's one. And we'll finally be able to switch to Sir Rodzig's longsword. Okay, it's hot enough. Okay, so drinking moonshine now doesn't get us drunk.
Well, I'm about halfway done.
We're halfway done, then let's switch the other side.
Almost got it done.
This is gonna be a great sword. An awesome dueling sword. Friends, I'm looking at the analytics and this is one of my most successful streams so far. Thank you all. Let's sharpen it.
Sharp as a razor.
Excellent. Sharp as a razor.
Nice.
That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I want to check the sword. Interesting pommel. To counterbalance the weight because it's so long. Okay. Has no inscription on it. But it's a nice sword nevertheless. Very nice.
Interesting.
Okay. Nice. I can always apply perfume. Okay. I think we're done. Time to see Ruthard. And of course, Rosa. I feel quite hungry. Well, I hope I can get inside dressed like this.
Hey, what the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. He did mention you, that's true. I'm sorry for being so harsh with you, but we were attacked recently, as you probably know. So we're a lot more cautious now with strangers hanging around.
Well, I understand. But I need to speak with Lord Ruthard as soon as possible.
Of course, follow me.
The guard will take you to an audience with the Lord.
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra!
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There's no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholding to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pisek.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants. To divide us. To paralyze us with fear.
Divide et impera. God knows, that ginger fox is a master of dividing and conquering.
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems. I've heard that Mint Master Vavak is still putting pressure on you.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to blackmail me in my own home.
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mint Master. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
Indeed.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Odorin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas.
Nice.
As no doubt you've already deduced.
I have your ring. I helped out at Rabosh recently. Pleased to meet you.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be. Although not on account of that ring.
Sir Gunslin,
Shimek? What's going on?
Mint Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now? So be it. This matter must be brought to an end. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly!
Need to get into my armor as well.
And lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room. Take your precious crossbow. And if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavak's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
This is so interesting, man. No, our armor.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard.
We're not into armor.
So I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words? Sir? Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mint Master what is being said about him.
Recently been secretly operating your own. You're stealing the royal silver on a large scale.
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do if... when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
It is. Christian Pisak knows everything. I've seen the ledgers. I have the proof right here.
I've got your account ledgers here with me. The real ones, from Buresh, that prove how you carried out this entire fraud. They make quite interesting reading.
Wait. So, if I understand correctly, the only thing you have to prove your blatant lies are books that you have on you right here?
Oh, he's gonna attack not.
Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away under lock and key.
That's right. You're finished, Hermes Trismegistos.
So, do you want to chance your luck? or come to an agreement?
Captain,
Sir!
this matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
I was kind of stupid saying that, the second choice.
Yes,
Should have went
Garrett,
with the third
do what
one.
I say. Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master...
Expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves? And I expect you'll be wanting something in return?
The executioner's far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master. Wait, we got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right, so don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to...
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time, until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
They probably won't even notice me. They probably won't even know what hit them.
I know what to expect. It won't be the first time. And besides, I have a score to settle with Von Burgov, and I doubt I'll get a better chance.
I hope you know what you're doing. I wouldn't like to be sending you into death's embrace.
Don't worry, sir. I'm no fool. It'll be all over before they know what's happening. And if anyone wants to lay down his life for Von Burgov, I'll grant him his wish.
See if you can do it without bloodshed. It would be nice to see you again. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
In what ways?
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Bergov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Bergov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realised. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
A new codex entry. Highborn prisoners were. Were does not change. Were never changes. At least not for the rank and file soldiers who always took the worst of it. Nobles and the highborn had it a little easier. Not only because of their vastly superior equipment, food and lodging during campaigns, but mainly because they had a much higher chance of surviving the battle. The reason was simple. Then nobles were of little worth. Alive, they could fetch a hefty ransom from families or enemy rulers, or could be exchanged for prisoners from the captor's side. It was thus an unwritten but widespread custom that noble lords would fall into the captivity of another nobleman rather than dead into the mud. The captured noble would surrender his horse, armor, and later a hefty ransom to his captor. Of course, a noble lord or lady or their offspring could be captured by an enemy even outside the heat of battle. These prisoners were treated as precious commodities and provided with all care. Once again, the main goal was not to harm them, but rather to gain an advantage for negotiation or trade. Even the Bohemian king Wenceslas IV was a captive at the time of our game. It did not mean he was locked up in a dungeon and given only bread and water. He was interned in luxury, but kept away from all events and with minimal power to influence the situation in Bohemia. I see. Can we talk? Please.
How did you become a knight?
I paid for it. When Malashov was vacated, I bought that fortress. Well, first I negotiated with King Charles for permission. Then it was entered into the land register as my property, and my house became the Knights of Malashov. There were still some legal requirements surrounding it, but I won't bore you with those. But personally, I'm pleased that in the history of our house, it was me who managed to elevate it to the nobility.
I see.
You can simply buy a title? Just like that?
Definitely not just like that. But in a certain manner of speaking, you can, yes. It's not at all such an unusual practice among rich burghers nowadays. In Prague, for example, there used to be the Rokitsan burgher family, and they bought Okorsh. That's a castle 3 times bigger than Malashov.
Oh.
It may also happen that some commoner lends the king a lot of money, and the king doesn't have the coin to pay back the debt. So he resolves it by pledging one of his castles.
I see.
Nevertheless, the old nobility, such as Vavak von Hradec, don't like it, and they despise us for it. They see us as upstarts without a proper ancient origin. But I think in a few generations, if I ever marry Rosa off, that is, it won't make any difference anymore. We'll be established among the nobility, and all these injustices will be a thing of the past.
It makes sense.
I pray that my house will endure, and that my descendants will live to see it.
Well, enjoy your well-deserved spurs. May your house endure and prosper.
What's the political situation in the city?
What's the political situation in the city? I mean, the politics of support for our side.
All in all, miserable. Bailiff Plymel is also on Sigismund's side, as is his son, who's so corrupt even Vava could envy him. And I tested the waters among the councillors, but it doesn't look good for us at the moment.
Who sits on the city council?
Wenceslaus Forsucher, Jerome Naz, Franz Rosenthal, and Andrew Polner. They're from the old and rich burgher families, just like us. Martin tried to negotiate some support from them, but, as you may have heard, we didn't manage to win anyone over. They either have their interests connected with Sigismund, like Naz and the others, or they just don't want to commit themselves, so they don't lose their property and status. That's the only thing you can count on them for.
What about the others?
But they don't sit alone on the council. What about the others?
They don't. Then there are the representatives of the guilds. But to be honest, they don't have that much power. At least not for now. Compared to the old houses, the guild masters only quite recently acquired their positions on the council, so they probably won't risk losing them. But you're right that we might find support among them, especially by promising more council seats. The thing is, we're not yet in a position to fulfill such a promise, and they're well aware of that.
And what about Vavak? He sits on the council, and we've got him in our pocket, right?
He does, along with other representatives of the Italian court, and they'll do what he tells them. Except maybe Friedrich Kummel, but that doesn't matter. Vavak is a slimy bastard who'll sink us as soon as he gets the chance. So I'd like to count on him only when absolutely necessary, because as soon as he learns something he could exchange for a pardon from Sigismund for the crimes you've uncovered, he'll use it to untie his hands.
Thank you for filling me in on the local situation.
Well, there wasn't much positive in it. But you're welcome.
And what about the church? Couldn't it be turned around? You can see Sedlet's monastery from the city. The abbot must have some influence, doesn't he?
He does. And his relationship with the city is not the best. First of all, the abbot is burning through his property. The monastery's having financial difficulties, and all it can do is sell off its village properties. And who do you think is buying them up? The Kuttenberg burghers, first and foremost. Then there's a long-standing dispute over the manning of some churches, which goes back as far as I can remember.
Well, then how about promising the abbot support and getting him on our side? Promises cost nothing, right?
Ha ha! I see you're no newcomer to politics. But we hesitated with the abbot, and he decided... In fact, he's given him accommodation, and is whining and dining him.
He had no choice, I agree.
You're right, Sir Kinsman. It's a pity.
It is. I even wanted to donate them part of my library collection, which they've envied for years, but they can forget about that now.
Regarding Vava...
God be with you.
Okay, I'm gonna continue in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. It's been a very productive episode. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for joining. Thank you to all the new oligarchs. And to the rest, I hope you leave a like, subscribe to see more, and see you in the next episode. But most importantly, friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Oh, son.